Let me know if everything is great. Okay, we're ready to start. Sorry for the delay once again here in the US of A. Hello, I am Sanetha here with you today on June 9th, 2015 with Sanetha Speaks on Doves for Peace. And man, oh man, I am so excited to be here today to actually sit here in this chair and talk to you about what is happening right now. If anybody is feeling the energy and really struggling through it, I am so glad that you're here to share this information for yourself, and possibly you could pass on to the others. Again, thank you for coming, and we will be continuing from where we left off 2 weeks ago on May 26th. If you have been listening to the pre-recorded version, or you were at the live show, please take time to listen to it again. I do believe that the energy of that will help you move more easily with grace and ease as we move through this energy to the other side. And I'll get on more about that information. But first, I want to take this time to, as tradition, to light our candle for peace and love and preparation for Doves for Peace, in honor of humanity, in honor of our Mother Earth, in honor of the entire universe, the stars, the planets, and God our Creator. May we light our candle together, inside and outside, as we join together as one energy in unity to heal each other, to heal the earth, to heal the universe. And believe you me, as we move through these energies, we're going to need all of you to come together and bring on our beautiful new Mother Earth, our new human beings, as we reincarnate without leaving our bodies. So as you know, 2 weeks ago I spoke about healing ourselves and the earth. And again today, I posted on my Facebook page, Healing the New Human on the New 5D Earth, continued. Stepping into your divinity is needed now. Our divine gifts and abilities are ready if you are ready, willing and able. We are now currently seeing many dormant volcanoes and earth movement in places that haven't been active in hundreds to thousands of years. We are also seeing dormant DNA activating in our bodies, allowing our abilities to increase. We may be experiencing changes in how you are able to heal because we are accessing new energy, new frequencies on our new earth. Awareness is very important to everyone. Understanding what is happening to us, the earth, the universe, and the entire galaxy will help you and your families navigate the new energy now here. As noted in my book, SANETHA'S book, The Kingdom of Heaven, within the holy book of the Great Invisible Spirit, the unused DNA is part of your DNA blueprint, brought into your physical body when you incarnated. The unused or dormant DNA is light and information. Your light quotient that carries all of your gifts and abilities and experiences from all of your lifetimes. It has been a long time coming, the new earth, Fifth dimensional energy is here online in alignment and available to those who choose to raise their vibrations to match the new energy on the planet. So, the quote for today, before we begin to come together as one to start the healing process once again, I want to quote this to you, and I believe it will resonate with most of you today. Believe in yourself. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. And of course, my teachings is God is inside of you. And that God inside of you is there from your Creator, the Almighty God who created you. And you, as a God spark, are also a God creator. You have gifts and abilities so unimaginable, ready for your accessing if you choose. So again today, I'd like to take time, and I would like to make this a regular occurrence. And as we grow in numbers, we need to come together to bring healing to all of us on the earth and our Mother Earth as she transitions, as she goes through the changes, as she releases energy from the dormant volcanoes, following earth changes, earthquakes, small and large, all over our earth. And as we come together in numbers, the more energy that we can send to her, the easier it will be for her and the people that exist on the earth. Many have chosen to be here for this time. It was determined before you incarnated that you would be here. Some would choose to be healers, to heal themselves and the earth as we move through these energies. We have times throughout our life where we can choose our exits, our entrances, our leaving, our coming. And sometimes another soul will take over our body when we no longer wish to be here, as it might have been a contract between one soul and another. But again, you are here. I am here. We do this together in unity. So let's take time to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you breathe in and out, feel your consciousness expanding in the room that you are sitting. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your consciousness expand through the walls, through the ceiling, out of your dwelling, into the streets, into the yard, into the community, surrounding everyone in its path, sending light and love to all that it meets like a tsunami. Breathe in, breathe out. Spread your light and your love across your community, crossing the rivers, filling up your entire country, Cross the oceans wide and deep into all of the countries and continents of this earth. See your light, see your love surround the earth and cover all that is with love and light. Find every crevice, every nook and cranny. Fill your love into the tallest of the mountains, deep into the earth. Send love and light to our Mother Earth. Send your consciousness and see all of us together as we hold hands around our Mother Earth, as we become one entity, together with our Mother Earth and the universe, sending love and light. Now surround yourself and all those you are attached to, including your Mother Earth, with the golden light. The new golden age is here upon us. We have the gifts and abilities to heal ourselves. And as you sit there with your light burning inside for doves for peace, healing everything in your path, feel that energy come back to you from all of the rest of us who sit here with you, healing you from head to toe. Take time to feel the light flicker from above your head all the way down to the top of your crown, into your neck and shoulders, and throughout your arms and torso, through your legs, all the way down to your toes. The tingling feeling of love and light, healing in your wings, healing that you have always had with you. Now is the time to access this gift. Heal yourself and know that this is real, letting go of any judgment, any doubt, any fear. We can do this one by one. We can do this together as one. Now surround our Mother Earth and see the golden light around all of us and her, sending stars of twilight throughout the universe, making it known that the light is here and we are reincarnating, that we are not going to leave our bodies this time. Now, as we come back down from around the earth, back into our chairs, ground yourself to the earth beneath you. See the golden cords from the bottom of your feet, connecting the palms of your hands into the earth, making sure that you are in this world and not of this world, that you are here to stay, while at the same time you have silver cords attached to the top of your head, reaching out to the universe. As our guides and our angels surround us, giving us strength to move forward in this difficult energy. And know that they are there with you. It is important, as I have repeated many times, to always ask for their assistance in all that you do, whether it is for healing or for knowing your way. What is it that I need to know right now, today? What is it that I need for me, for my family to move forward? Give me a sign. But remember, when you ask, to also be open to receiving and be awake to know what those signs are. And the more that you meditate and come into receiving the information, the easier it will become. So let us every day, in our own way, in our own temples, sit each day and visualize our earth and send her healing and ask for healing in return, and feel that through all of your chakras and sending it in to the earth and all that is. And I hope today that will assist you to move through the difficult times. Because if anybody, and I would imagine many of you here listening today, are in the same position as most of us, as I am, and feeling very, what is all of this about? It feels so heavy. It feels as though what is expected of me? What is to come? What is it that I need to know? And if it wasn't for my strength, my spiritual strength, I have no idea if I would still exist in this body, as many of you are probably thinking the same thing. So as I meditated today, what was repeated to me over and over and over again was the knowledge of reincarnation and what most of us know about reincarnation. And if you don't know about reincarnation, we'll go over a little bit of that today, and how when we cross the other side, when we do a life review, and just before we cross over, there are some things that take place within the human body, within the human mind, emotionally, mentally, physically, and yes, spiritually. Because it is when we are about to leave our body, when death occurs, that is when we are faced face to face with our demise. And I believe today, during these difficult times, that we are asked to be face to face and to feel like we are about to cross over. But nobody knows when they're in a physical body what the experience will be like. And nobody knows for sure what the experience will be like as we cross over in our new human bodies, on the new earth, without leaving our physical body. And what does that look like? And what does that feel like? But for now, we feel anxiety. We feel depression. We feel like, well, if the earth is going to have all these earth changes, will I make it through? Will my family make it through? And the answer is, for sure, for those who have chosen, and each will choose their own, will make it through. And remember, there is no death, as a spirit never dies. And we together will expand this information. And the more we can get the word out, the message out to the masses, the more people will decide to stay. So please help me, help you spread the word. Please, together, we need to let others know that they are so much more, and that the beautiful earth has decided to stay, and finally we can make things right. And if you remember my 2 weeks ago, and I talked about how the energy is so much different, just getting information out, communication. And as I was meditating today, they reminded me, remember a long time ago, not that long ago, in this life, we believed the world was flat. And then we realized it's round. And we realized a whole universe of planets and star systems are out there. And we know just as well as I'm sitting here that there's a reason for everything. And as we expand our awareness, our growth about ourselves, about who we are, where we came from, and what is the purpose of all of this, and about our Mother Earth and her being round and reincarnating for the very first time without leaving her body because there is enough light. So, one of my Facebook friends wrote something on a post today that I wanted to share with you because I really feel that this will resonate with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it resonates with other people that are close to you that you can share this with, to know that they are not alone. You are not alone. We all have feelings and emotions, and a lot of times we don't know what to do with them. And depending on what we do with them depends on how you will move through these energies with grace and ease, with difficulty, with blockages, with pains, with disease. It's time to let go. So it's titled Human Emotions. And my friend says, I wish some days I can turn mine off and just not feel anything for some time, just to take a break from the everyday stresses of life and heartache of losing a loved one. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy some of the human emotions that we have. Laughter is probably the number one feeling I'd like to have every day. Pleasure would be another one, which I think all of us will agree. Pain and sorrow would be at the bottom of the list for everyone. This is why we are human, to experience human emotion on many different levels. I guess without human emotions, there would be no human contact or any form of communicating. We would probably be all like robots going about our business every day with no feelings and no love. Why am I writing this today? This would be a good question, he said. Because maybe I'm feeling down when I want to be feeling up. And maybe I have lost something in my life that hurts very much because it's gone. This is why I would love to turn it off and take a break and not feel the pain that our human emotions give us. Or just hit the reset button like we do on our computers, and everything will refresh itself and life will be better again. Thank you, dear friend, for sharing that. And I know that some of you who are listening to this today, tomorrow, next week, can go back to that posting that I just read to you to understand that you are not alone. I am not alone. Many of us have attempted to deliver messages, to give hope, to give love to the masses. And as we see the very small numbers who we feel maybe do not substantiate the energy that we put out, and each time I log in to Doves for Peace. I see the viewers, and if it was only one, that one person may share something, share their light to another person. And that's how we spread our light. And it's that important right now as the earth moves through her changes, as you move through your changes. I want you to imagine what it might be like as you are ready to make the transition to reincarnate, but not leaving your body. What would you possibly confront? What would the process be? All of your family, your soul family, and guides and angels, as they are around you now, will be there right by your side. And you will be shown many things. You will be shown what went right and what went wrong. And as we move through this intense energy, you can take the time to review your life now as it is. No matter what that is, know that every single second of your life is for a reason. There are clues set up for us, by our angels, by our guides, every single second. And when you awaken to understand, to be able to follow the path that you have set up for yourself to be on, so that at this time in our history, you could share this light, to be awakened, to be one of the leaders of the new earth, to help the others find their way, to help the others understand, just as it happens when we cross over to the other side, when we do leave our bodies. Who do you think is there? When our soul leaves our body, we are reunited with our guides and angels, who are there to make it as graceful and easy as possible as we transition. And depending on what the circumstances are of our demise, depends on the setups that are set around us to make it easy transition. So you are here on earth, and you have an opportunity to take the time to heal. And I will ask you today, if you haven't done so already, to take pen and paper and start from right now where you currently sit. What is happening in your life today? And start writing. And then start reviewing, and things will be brought to your senses, to your knowing about your previous life experiences that you have had on this earth. Things will come to mind that are of remembrance, and you will have many aha moments. Whether you believe them to be good moments or bad moments of fear or terror or love or wonder or excitement, they all mean something. Just as they do when you go off in your dreams and you awake and you wonder, wow, what was the message here? There are many messages, dear ones, for all of us as we move through this lifetime, as we always have in many lifetimes. I will take some time to read part of my book once again, The Kingdom of Heaven Within the Holy Book of the Great Invisible Spirit. You can find this book at my website, SANETHA.com, which is at the top of your screen, SANETHA.com. And also, if you wish to join in with Sanetha on Facebook, just type in Sanetha. And if you haven't got a copy of the book, you just type in Sanetha and any online bookstore, and the book will appear. So we'll start off with page 28, as above, so below. Finding your soul purpose. Do you feel you are on earth to do something special, but you do not know what? Are you yearning for a more meaningful life? Do you realize you created a plan for your life before you were born? Do you realize something within you knows all about this plan? Do you know this is your soul? Do you know that your soul will guide you step by step as your life plan, your soul plan, purpose unfolds? Are you ready to claim your true identity? Are you ready to access the gifts and abilities you have within? Are you ready, willing to do the work? The shift, which I have often spoke about, from 3D, three-dimensional, to 5D, five-dimensional, is an increase in frequencies that will surround our Mother Earth, which will surround us as human beings, which will change how we are able to access information that is within our own DNA blueprint from previous lifetimes, skills and abilities, gifts, your God-given gifts will be there for you if you choose. But again, I will tell you that you have to do the work. There is letting go to do. There is understanding. There is awareness. There is a process that must be done. And you can find out about it more in the book. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Most of us have heard that one over and over again. For some of you, it was enough to have you searching for more, while for others, it would take a little more. There is a reason for everything. Each of us has a job to do, a life purpose as well as a soul purpose. You agreed to be here and you planned the entire existence with a multitude of souls. Most of you do not remember this right now, although you do have moments of déjà vu. When you are born, your soul enters the physical body sometime between conception and birth. As soon as you enter this plane of existence, for most of us, there is a type of veil that conceals who we really are. This is because our physical body exists on the planet Earth that is located in the lowest dimension in the universe. The third dimension, in actuality, the planet. The planet is in the process of moving into a higher dimension. The fifth dimension, an unveiling is underway, a rebirth. The Earth is reincarnating. And that's what brings us here today at this time on our Earth. As that was written a couple of years back, I had no idea when I was writing the book about reincarnation and past lives, and then being drawn into information about the DNA that science calls junk. A person of my stature, of somebody who, what would I know about such things? A person who has had fairly quiet life, a person who has had no religious ties, suddenly discovers who she was in a previous life, previous to this one. I had no idea what to do with the information. I knew it was important. I know when I've been given information that needs to be spread, that needs to come out. And it has been no easy journey as it has not been an easy one for you or anybody else. Even those who you see who live high and almighty, that you believe have it made, they all suffer with pain and suffering. We all come here with life experiences to live out so that it will turn us on the path to where we need to go next in this lifetime. A continuation of our lifetime previous to this, only in a different body. A continuation, a spiritual continuation. And as you write out your life story, you will soon understand what I am talking about more clearly. So again, remember, if you have any questions and concerns, feel free to contact me on my email address, sanetha@sanetha.com, or Facebook message me in Facebook through @Sanetha. So my main concern today, before we leave this program, is to stress the fact that we are all going through this right now together. And no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you can see things happening in our world that don't seem right, that you think we should be past this. I will tell you what I know, that I can see that the dark energies are really struggling. And I have said this before. Little did I know that it would increase. You are seeing things on the internet and in the news that aren't even true. The dark is trying to stir up problems so that you will rebel, so that they can have a war, so that they can bring in forces to to put you behind bars if necessary. And then many of you, maybe not in the USA, I don't know if you heard recently on the news, it was just a few days ago, 4 days ago, in upstate New York. I'm not far from there. Actually, I travel through there on a regular basis to my home in Canada. But there is a prison in upstate New York, about 20 miles from the Canada border. And wouldn't you know it, there was the Great Escape. Two prisoners have escaped from the prison, and 4 days later, they still have no idea where they are. Now, these prisoners, they tell us in the news that they are the worst of the worst, and I won't go into details. I'll leave that to your imagination. And they believe that it, of course, had to be an inside job. Isn't everything an inside job? But when I was reviewing in my meditation today, and that was brought to my knowing to share with you, that we are actually, all of us, experiencing, if we choose, the great escape. Escape. We are freeing ourselves from slavery. No more barriers, no more walls, no more separation. We will all be together in unity, in love and light. We will be able to share our messages, and people will be there, and they will be willing and ready to listen and to move forward so that we can expand as a human race living on our new earth, our heaven on earth. Heaven has come down to earth, and the dark don't like it because they will not be able to have all the everything to themselves anymore. They will be staying on the old earth, the old belief system, the negative energy, And as more and more people cross over to the new earth, the leaders, you and me and everybody who has awakened, will be there to reach our hand out and up and say, come on up Jacob's ladder. The air is cleaner. The sun is brighter. There's love up here. There's no hate. There's no war. There's no hunger. There's no disease. Are you willing to reach your hand out to all that you see and ask the others to join you in all of this? I will leave you with that, my dear friends. And until next time, 2 weeks from today, on June 23rd, we will continue with healing you, with healing our families, our community, with healing our earth. And please, every day, if you could spread your light and your love all around your Mother Earth to help her with the transitioning of these earth changes, she will be most obliged. Love and light to all. Thank you and good night. She will be most obliged. Love and light